I had to make a very quick quick video here because I'm logged on, I'm doing some work, and there's a story here. It just shows that the media are paid to promote whatever the government wants. They don't check, they don't fact check anything. They just say, oh, you want us to say that, do you? Okay, we'll just say it for you. Perfect example, GB News. Of all people, GB News normally pretty good, but here they are. 19 hours ago published out, it says diesel cars are near extinction and could disappear within years as UK drivers prefer EVs. But they know that's total bullshit. Diesel cars are near an extinction because obviously a lot of automakers have chosen to go petrol hybrid and EV because diesels are being ostracised in some European cities and things. So diesel cars, there are less out there now. They're the same number of models to choose from. But the fact is that British buyers are buying petrol and diesel and petrol hybrids, but they're not buying EVs. That's the problem the EV market has. That's why all the Ford and Stellantis and everybody else, they're shitting themselves because they can't sell the EVs. The only EVs they sell are to businesses that are basically battered around the head until they do it by tax advantages and things. They don't choose to have EVs. In fact, there's lines of them lined up. British Gas bought electric vans. They couldn't make them work, couldn't live with having to pay engineers for an hour or two a day to charge them up, parked them up in an airfield up in Gloucestershire. But this sort of bullshit is rubbish because it's going to make people think, oh, well, EVs must be popular. They're not. They're just not. They represent a tiny proportion of the market. Of the 24% supposed market share they had on the 1st of September, with new registrations that was. So obviously the best day of the year to buy a car, if you're there, you get on the first day. But of those, 75% of those were for sale next day as second-hand cars with under 10 miles on the clock at massive discounts from their new price. And I mean massive. I mean 20 grand, 15 grand, 10 grand off their prices. They are not flying off the shelves. This sort of article is misleading. It's misrepresentation. People are not choosing EVs. If anything, they're choosing petrols, and maybe they're choosing petrol hybrids because there's a lot of those out there. And at least they make a bit of sense because it's basically a petrol car with an extra 30 miles of range from an electric battery, and you don't plug them in. You don't even plug them in. Just total bullshit as usual. Typical British press.